Hey, it's Bitty Penny. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're doing well. I decided we go live for a little bit this morning. We've got 45 minutes to craft. Let's see what we can make in 45 minutes. I mean, you can make a whole lot of things in 45 minutes, but still, let's get started. I have some new things on my desk. Let's see. And I'm going to give you guys a minute to join. Yes. But these arrived yesterday. So I had someone ask me, because I think about my sheet load, about where that kit came from. That was an old kit from, it's a couple of years old when they saw these and they wanted to know where this kit came from. Craft Stash over in the UK. And I don't know if that kit's still available. Hopefully, I hope so, because it's amazing. But I saw that Dina Wakley had some Frida inspired stamps. Y'all, these are on sale at Ranger right now for $12 and some change. I like to round down when I'm buying craft supplies because it makes me feel better. It's true. Anyways, but yeah, so I had picked these up even before I made these. Maybe that's why I even thought to get that Craft Stash out for my sheet load. But this is new. I want the old, not the old. They're only like 2 months old, but the other bears too. But I got these bears and I got some deer and some flowers. Aren't these gorgeous? We will use these for sure. And I was real excited about this. Look, I have a zebra now. Not only do I have a zebra, I have a zebra stencil and giraffe and cheetah. I love cheetah, y'all. I even have a cheetah and tigers. Love tigers. Stay fierce. I'm wild about you. No one measures up to you. You've earned your stripes. So glad I spotted you. Go get 'em, tiger. And you're great. Hi, Sala. Hi, Beth. Surprise. Look, yesterday was really stressful. I was real happy I got to open this package, and also, I just wanted to come on and make something. Otherwise, sometimes when I'm not live with you guys, I just come to my craft room and sit here. And I don't get much done. So you're my accountability partners and also my stress relievers. Look at these. These are embossing folders from my girl, Dina Wakley. She doesn't know that I exist, but I love her. Anyways, these are Dina Wakley's, and of course, I love them. So one's 3D, one's not. I really don't care when it comes to embossing folders if they're 3D or not. I don't really care. And then the stencil was on sale and I want to jelly print with this so bad. What do y'all think about art journaling? I want to start art journaling a little. Are y'all down for that? Can you handle it? I want to do it. Anywho, so that's my haul. Don't judge me. And I also got Rustic Wilderness. And when Flo gets here, she's going to be like, well, let's just say Flo was right. I needed rustic needed. Rustic wilderness and oxide. When I ordered it the first time, I got it in distress ink. I don't use a lot of like distress dye ink, their regular one. I use mostly oxides. So, anyways, that's my accidental, not so accidental Ranger haul. Now let's make something because we don't have all the time in the world. I want to say good morning. Hello, good afternoon, Sala. Hey, Beth. Hi, Nikki Jane. Good afternoon to you too. Miss Pam, you're probably getting ready to go to bed. So glad you popped in though. Hi, Miss Vicky. Hope you're doing well. Cheetahs, giraffes, and zebras. Oh my. Oh, you're here, Miss Karen McCoy. And let me tell you, yeah, I know you do, Miss Karen. I do not do any kind of journaling. Yeah, I know. Well, I prefer art journaling at this time in my life, although I really should be journaling. There's something very soulful and there's something very, at least that's how I feel. It's healing and it therapeutic, and people who journal live on average 7 years longer. That is not a bitty penny statistic because I don't do statistics. If I do, they're completely bogus. That is like a researcher's findings, people who do that kind of thing. I just think there is, for me, soothing in it. But these days, I just do it through art. I don't write a whole lot. Okay. Well, let's make something. I had an art journal that I abandoned. I don't know where it, oh, there it is. I was like, I don't know where it went. I found it. Sorry, Pam. Like, you know, most of my videos are cards. I mean, I would say like a lot. A lot of my videos are cards. Some of my videos are journaling. The day you're actually here, I'm not making cards. Okay, so this is a journal I made, but I just cut it apart. And I wanted it to be really junky. I'm not even going to show y'all some of the stuff in here because it's never meant to be shared. I got halfway through it. Okay, anyways, I decided I would use an old shipping label. Yeah, I can't even show you that because it has my address. But I just used like old bubble wrap shipping container, and I was like, I'm not going to be precious. I'm not going to be precious. And I'm going to slap, like Karen says, paint on paper. And that's what I did. Anyways, but I made this with, I think I made this with just like, I did. Dick Blick has, Blick Art Supplies, they have really cheap drawing paper, but you can put paper, you can put, you know, other stuff on it. Anyways, like right there, just kind of gutted out the part. I think this might have a little bit of painting back here somewhere, but I could always cover it up. Oh no, we're good. This is all clean, clear paper. Cool. Then I could put a cover on it real quick, like, and I'll have an art journal. Look, I'm just gonna grab a page out of an old calendar of mine. I did the math. We can't afford the cat. We like dog meme calendars. Okay. anyways, I can just masterboard this later. Let's see if it's wide enough. It's not wide enough. I'll just trim my paper down is what I'll do. So even though I made that other one to not be precious, and I made it with that bubble mailer, I hated it. It just felt a little too trashy for me. I did not enjoy working in it. I want pretty things, okay? That's what I discovered through that experiment. Is I want pretty things. So I'll have to go back and masterboard this later, but I can do that. For now, let's trim the paper down, and I think I'm just going to trim it down with a ruler and an X-Acto knife. So Miss Karen, I'm going to put this together today, but I totally want to take an old book and gesso and make an art journal like one of the ones you showed on your channel recently. Loved that. I've never done an altered book. It just seems like too much work. But I really liked it as an art journal. I thought that was really cool. Girl, I cannot believe you were just like jelly printing on your paintings the other day. Yeah, I'm one of those that was hard to watch. I mean, it's cool and all, and I get it totally. But I was just like, ah, the flowers, they're gone. I know they're not really gone, and it's cool with mixed media to have all those layers, and you can't always be committed when you're in mixed media to keeping everything. You know, like you'll do things to paper and it doesn't stay, it gets covered up, you don't always see it. I understand all the principles, I do. I just love flowers. That's all. Okay, clean that right up. Let's stitch this together real quick. And then let's decorate a page. And we'll have to masterboard this another time. All right, so now that everything fits, I already have the holes because I deconstructed another journal to get here. Okay, I've been thinking about the birthday parties. Yesterday was my dad's birthday. But been thinking about these monthly birthday parties, and I think I am not going to stick with always having like someone on that it's their birthday month, because that's just too much work. And then I'm afraid they just won't happen. So I'm not going to stay committed to that aspect of it, I don't think. I think we'll just have people on and have a birthday for the September birthdays, and that's that. And make it easier on myself. John Pounds, how's it going? Paula Rice, how are you? I'm kind of sad about my whole craft roulette journey because I keep making cards and forgetting to turn them in. Even though Paula reminded me last Thursday when I was on with Sean, did I remember even once the live was over? I was like, hey, when this live is over, I'm going to do that. Thanks for reminding me. And then no, I didn't do it. I forgot. I forgot. I just don't like tech problems. It really stresses me out. And so when that live was over, I was just like decompressing. Like Angie said, hi Angie, I was just about to talk about you. Good thing you're here. Now it's not, you know, behind your back or anything. But she was like, your phone, or maybe it was Cheryl. Hey Cheryl, one of you, it was one of you two, was like, your phone does not play nice with others. And no, it doesn't. We're going to tie this bow on the outside. So, just like I have a card making class going on, you guys, I'm going to have a junk journal class too. For those who want to get started, just simple stuff, you know, the way I'm doing the simple card making one. And I'm going to do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. You know I am. And we're going to do accordion because that's one of my favorites. Aw, my yellow thread matches this dog's tie. Not that it's going to stay that way. But for the time being, all right, we have a book. Maybe set an alarm. And that's a great idea, Paula. My husband always has to remind me to do that because I do forget things. He's like, why don't you set an alarm? He's really good about that. He sets lots of alarms on his phone. It's really smart. I don't even think to set the alarm. That's a good idea, though. I like it. Okay, I have an art journal. It doesn't have fancy paper. It obviously doesn't have a fancy cover because it's an old calendar. It doesn't even have a ton of pages. Like, girl, don't stress yourself out. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 sheets. And then, you know, I'll cover it and make it pretty. But right now we can't afford the cat. Is what it says on the cover. All right, but there is something, the reason I made the other journal is because with the pink cover is because, you know, there is something about not being too precious about things. I think sometimes we get a little too precious and then we're afraid to just kind of jump in and do. So let's jump in and do. I'm going to fold it back like that. And let's use some of these. I'm not even going to like gesso on this paper. I'm just going to let it be what it, we'll see what it does. I'm pretty sure it's just going to go straight through the back. And that'll be okay. The next time we journal, we'll have some excitement back there. Let's see. Maybe I will put a little gesso. I've got it. I've got this Liquitex Basics. Hi, Miss Jill Pounds. That's more than a little bit. That'll be fine. We'll spread it out. We'll spread the love. Get a nice silicone brush. Here, let's put some on the cover too. Even though I'll probably end up covering that with paper. We could put some of this over here. If we want to get mixed media on the cover, we can. So this is, you know, dedicated to just freedom, to explore and play. You can make one of these and make it your swatch book. And when you get new inks or sprays, or you want to try different color palettes, you know, it doesn't have to be necessarily a journal per se. It can be a workbook. You may think, I'm a card maker. I don't need a workbook. And maybe you're right. But you could make yourself one. And then you could swatch things. You could sample and try some techniques out that you don't want to put on your nice cardstock, you know. Stuff like that. Thanks, John Pounds. Are you driving? I know you're not driving because you would not drive and text. Okay. Is Jill headed out? Jill Pounds, Biddy is full of surprises. Good morning. Unfortunately, I can't stay. I have to take my mom to her doctor's appointment and a few other stops. Oh, well, have a good day, Jill. Glad you were here. And boy, yeah, I've been doing what you're doing. That's why I'm here with y'all on an odd day. I was talking to a coworker because we've been slammed at work. So we've been working like late, long hours, 10, 12-hour days and late into the night. And then her kids got sick yesterday. And I was like, oh my gosh, welcome. Welcome to the circus. Okay, now let's just let this dry here. I'll spray it down real quick. I have a new employee starting today, which is cool and all. It's just terrible timing. Like, there's not enough time to train somebody. I don't have time for that. But time or not, it's her start day and I'm excited. We obviously need the help. Okay, we'll just dry this out a little bit. So the cool thing about gesso, you guys, is like, this is not fancy paper. It's, if you wanted really cheap art paper though, I recommend it. I do like it. It's the sulfite drawing paper from Blick. Now, I haven't ordered it in a while, but literally you can get like 100 sheets for $2 or something. Hey, Jonah. So I do recommend it. Will we be live tomorrow? Yeah, that's the plan, by the way. You took the day off? Good, John. Good on you, buddy. After working on Monday, you deserve it. Smart. Very clever, my friend. Work when you can make triple pay and then take a day off. You are smart. All right, let's use this Frida stamp. And I'm going to throw a deer on it because, see, it's an art journal and you can do that sort of thing if you want to. All right, so let's look at it and get some arrangement ideas. Which one do I want to use? I think I'm going to use this one. And we'll pop her over here. Put the deer right there. Yeah, I like it. Okay. I think I'll stamp her on paper, and I'll stamp the deer directly down on here. Okay, I'm going to need to use my VersaFine Onyx Black ink because we're going to use water. The drainage of making it difficult to talk. What? All right. So this went about right here. Now, you guys, so, oh, bad cold. Oh, shucks. It may be that other thing, just so you know, it's going around like crazy. So my dog, you know, it's been my kids are sick, my dog is sick. Well, we took her to the vet. My husband took her, I should say. I worked. He took her. And ooh, I definitely want the Sacred Heart on there. And I do not know, but they broke my dog. I do not know what happened, but my dog came back broken. She is just not herself. She doesn't act right. She doesn't eat right. Like literally doesn't eat right. Like she runs. Tell me if y'all have ever experienced this with a dog before, because we have never experienced this with our dog before. She'll run to her food bowl or her water bowl. She'll take a bite and she'll run away. And it's like she's scared and she's doesn't feel safe or something. It's the weirdest, most bizarre thing ever. And so she'll run, she'll take a bite or she'll take a drink and she'll run off. And then she'll run back over, she'll take another one, and then she'll run away. Never have I ever. She has probably only eaten the equivalent of a bowl of food since when did it go? On Friday. She's not eating right. Like she's not eating enough. She isn't coming to us for her usual pets and love. She's like very distant and like turns away. Like usually she lays by us. She's not laying by us. I'm calling the vet today. Have y'all ever taken your dog to the vet and had that kind of experience? Not me. Like, no, it's not her favorite place in the world, but she's never come back broken. I hate it. I want my dog back. And then, so we took her in because she was having a lot of accidents, and we want to make sure her kidneys are okay, check her for diabetes, stuff like that. She's an older dog. She's 8. You know, just get her all checked out. So they gave us some medicine to give her in the meantime. See, this little lady's gonna go right here. Ooh, let's put on the Sacred Heart. Maybe they had 2 dogs look alike, and you got the wrong. Oh, yeah. No, we definitely got our dog. No one else's dog has that bitty penny haircut going on. I mean, there are no other dogs that look like her. There can't be right now. We definitely have our dog, but you're right. It feels like that, Angie. It feels like I got somebody else's dog. That's exactly what it feels like. Oh, bless her heart. I can't wait to also make cards with this stamp set. Look at that. Oh, love that Sacred Heart. Love me some Dina Whiteley. They had to take her in the back room to give her shots and to like they had to shave her. Now she went in with a bad haircut. She came out with, she's all messed up. So I just don't know. But it's really bothering us. We don't like it. Yeah, Vicky, so the medicine they have her on can cause I'm gonna take this off. Can cause like a loss of appetite. But she also acting like she's in pain. It is real weird. I do not approve. I'm going to be real weary of them ever being like, and we have to take her in the back. I'm going to be like, I don't know about that. She's been going to this vet since she was born, y'all. And they're great. We've never had a problem, but I don't know what happened. Getting all my watercolors out. Let's have some fun here. Anyways, I just thought, let me ask you guys. I have a clean jar of water. Sparkly. Fresh. All right. That is not the right end of the brush. Let's use this one. All right, let's. This is a big old brush. A little too big, really. See, another reason you might want to journal is maybe you have some images and you want to practice coloring them. I mean, there's different reasons that I think a card maker or, you know, an artist would want a journal, even besides like swatching, and you can practice coloring your stamped images, you know, try different color palettes. Here's what's cool. We put that gesso down, so I kind of got out of the lines because I was using that massive brush, but I can go in and just clean that right up with a clean brush. Cleans right off because there's gesso. I want to play in a journal like this because I'm going to start doing canvases again, you guys. I'm going to start doing mixed media canvases and actually selling them in my shop. But I want to just play with an art journal. Again, that's just not precious, right? Get stencil out. There it is. Let's see. I love this stencil. This one is called, I think it was like $2. Almost iCat. I love iCat too. Oh, let me look up. Took her to the back room. I've seen those movies, John. Yeah, well, John, exactly. Oh, look how that fits on a page. It's like it was meant to be or something. All right. Of course it was. It's Miss Dina. All right. I am going to use yellow. I'm going to work some yellow into this page somehow. And this is how. Could she have gotten bit or stung recently? That's a good thought, Paula. It all came immediately with the visit. It didn't come on she came home not right. And we thought, oh, give her a day or two, she'll be all right. She got a haircut she wasn't expecting, and just give her a day or two and she'll be back to normal. She's not. It never went back. Like, she went to the vet, she came home like that, and it has never gone back to normal yet. I wasn't planning on purple for the Sacred Heart. Let's put some more red into it. Cheryl, I don't know what it's called. I'm a bad mom. I don't even know what they're called. They're little bitty. They come in a blister pack. I've been giving her gabapentin just to calm her down so she can sleep. And I usually don't give her anything. I mean, I never have to. She usually doesn't need anything. This is where I want the purple. Why I didn't really want it in the heart. And then we need some brown hair from Miss Frida. Did she have? Yes, she did. Hi, Allie. She did. They took her temperature. They drew blood. She had a urinalysis. Going over all my dog's medical history. But no, really, I came to you guys I'm sharing it because I'm like, gosh, I have never experienced something like this before. We've had her for 6 years. She's never acted like this. It's never been like this. Okay. Yeah. I think she's had it done before, though. Like, our dog she made some mistakes when she was younger, eating some things she shouldn't have eaten, which messed up her digestive tract and her digestive system. So she's no stranger to things. Like, she does get sick. Frequently. Here's what's great about You're like, okay, enough of that. Back to your art. Back to the art. Working in an art journal, it's just kind of for you, so you can really play and experiment and try things that you wouldn't want to necessarily do on a card, you know, because you're afraid you might mess it up, or, you know, it doesn't feel right. You want to make it just right. At least I know that's how I feel sometimes. And, you know, when you're working in an art journal, there's more freedom, especially, you know, if you don't even plan on sharing it. Like those pages I didn't even plan on sharing. I'm not even sharing them, even though I share like most everything. My dog's stories, everybody's stuff, and I usually share everything that I make for the most part. But if you don't, it's even more freedom. But you can try new techniques. You can try things out that maybe you wouldn't necessarily feel comfortable doing on a card, but you'll do it in your art journal. Okay, so I'm liking this. I don't ever like it when something just abruptly ends, like this just abruptly ends here, but that's okay because we have sentiments. Yay for sentiments. I'm liking this page a lot though. This page has a couple, or this stamp set says make your mark, paint your truth, spill your story. That's nice. That's really good for art journaling, I feel like. I've got the bears. Let's see what the bears say. I want to play with these so bad too, these bears. I love this one with a crown. Those are all more like a card sentiment thing. I don't want that. I don't want those. We'll go back to the ones that came with this set. Make your mark. She definitely made her mark, didn't she? On the art world. I've got stuff everywhere. Let's put these things up. Exactly, Angie. Exactly. You guys. Oh, man. I'll show you in a little bit. Okay. I wanted a few more roses in there. I also want to paint the roses in her hair, but maybe we'll do those a different color. And then let's get the sentiment done. And I'm going to slap a little bit of water on this and we'll be done. Pretty good for 45 minutes. Hi, Sonia. Hey, Bertha. Good to see you both. Glad you're here. Let me just move this up a little bit. We're just, we made an art journal this morning and we're doing the first page in it. In case you're wondering what I'm up to. I'm going to use Memento for this because it dries quicker. Oh, I don't want it right on the edge. I want it somewhere in the middle. That was not good. Okay, let's try one more time. Third time's a charm. Better. All right. might leave it just that wide. Okay, let's, because I gotta go soon. Let's, I want the roses in her hair to match the roses in the background. So I'm using the ink on my block, on my stamping block, so I can use it like paint. Yay. And now I'm going to do the same thing. Hold on. Why not? Just splatter a little bit of that on there. Clean it off onto my page. So here comes an experimentation. This is Rustic Wilderness. I love this green. And brush is really big. It's fine. I'm going to tap this in to all the leaves. Yes, I like this. Then we got to get the leaves in her hair. I like this because we kind of created what looks like a background. No, it is a background. Wallpaper. That's the word. That's the word I was looking for. Please message me, Mafaz. I can help you suss this out. Oh, good. Cheryl, yes. Where can I message you? On IG? Are we on IG? Can I DM you there? You can reach out to me on Insta, and then we can chat. Or if you're not on Insta and you don't want to do that, because I respect, I'm not on Facebook and I don't want to do that, so I get it. Then you could just email me, because I don't think I have your contact info. But yeah, something's not right, and I plan on calling them today to get to the bottom of it. Oof, I really like this. See, now that I've played with this, I'm like, ooh, yeah, I would definitely do that to a card. And it helps me play with my new stamps and, you know, explore with them, and like coloring in this wreath of her, in her hair, like, you know. Y'all, I don't know if these, you know, these are on sale, so I would imagine that these Frida ones are like discontinued maybe, or won't be around. So if you're really attached to Frida, you really like Frida, I have no dog in the fight. Like, I don't make anything off of it, but I just want you to not miss out if you don't want to miss out. You know what I mean? Because I don't think they'll be there that long. I'm going to splatter some green on here too. And then I want to hit the edges, I think, a little bit. I'm going to do it with this green, just so I don't have so many white edges. I'm going to go around and edge out my page with this green subtly, just a little bit of it on the block. So make yourself an art journal so you can try your, you know, new stamps, try new techniques, try different arrangements, try different color palettes, all of those things. I don't think you'll be disappointed in the process. We're going to keep doing it here. We'll see how this journal comes along that we made together today. So far, I'm loving it. Okay, and then we've got to do something to this. I have just the tiniest bit of green on here. Not enough to see, really. Get a little more green. Okay, you don't want to put water into your ink pad. So I'm going to dry off my block before dabbing up a little bit more of that paint. So kind of want it to mix. Maybe we'll stamp on those roses real quick. Okay, who at the first of the video was like, oh great, she's making an art journal. And now you're like, hey, wait a minute, I think I want an art journal. Is there at least one of us here that feels that way? Make your mark. I really like too that I splattered on these because I like some of the roses having that distressed look to them. I don't make journals, but I love some of this technique. Yeah. It's just a fun way to explore. You know what you can do, John? Grab yourself a composition notebook. They're 50 cents, $1. You can do water techniques on a composition page. It'll get wrinkly, but look, this will get wrinkly too. I mean, most anything will. But yeah, no, you can play. You don't even have to make the journal. This goes for all of you, but a composition notebook was my first art journal. And I was pleasantly surprised with what it could handle as far as watercolor was concerned. I don't have it anywhere near me or I would show y'all. But there we go. Our first page. Done. You've never done mixed media before? See, Miss Bertha, you could get yourself a composition notebook. Miss Bertha, do you do the glue book? I can't remember if you glue book or not. And you don't have to have anything special, like just grab your inks. You can use those as your paints. I distressed through this stencil with my ink. The yellow on my page is from a stencil, and it's just ink. So you don't actually have to, you know, make an investment in watercolors or anything. Even the watercolors that I did use, the watercolors I used today was just in the Sacred Heart, and her dress, her hair, her skin, and the deer, but you could do that with ink. You don't have to have watercolor. This whole thing could be done with your ink pads and a brush and your stamps. Now I did gesso, but that's just so, even though I gessoed, look, it came through the back. This is not watercolor paper. This isn't even mixed media paper or anything. This is just a real plain drawing paper. But that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. I have two options, probably more. I probably have 15 options, but two options would be gluing these two together, or just go in. I'll put gesso on the back of this and art journal on the back of it. Skip it, not worry about it. I could actually journal on the back of here and write the techniques that I used, write the colors, and journal on the back of here and write, you know, Dina Wakely, homage to Frida. I could write the name of the stamp set. I could write the inks that I used. I could write the techniques that I tried. I could write how I was feeling when I made this. Like, You know, you could actually just write on the back of the page. You could cover it with another sheet of paper. You could collage back there. Anything. Isn't that fun? I hope you guys. I did, Sonia. The cover is an old calendar. It used to say, I did the math, we can't afford the cat. And I plan on collaging this with paper. Like, I plan on covering this and making it pretty with masterboarding. So I have some handy. Taking something like this masterboard, and just covering it with that. And so it won't always be a calendar cover, but the cool thing about this is it takes all the preciousness out of it. You don't have to go to the store and buy like a special notebook, and it doesn't have to feel like it's too precious. I love this metallic. See, I don't use this metallic watercolor enough. I need to use that more. But that's my page, you guys. And we just whipped this together real quick like. But I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. This is exactly what I needed. It's going to be a long, stressful couple of weeks. I can just feel it. So thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I truly appreciate it because you guys, we have so much fun here. I have so much fun with you in the mornings, and then my day just goes so much better than if I don't spend my mornings with all of y'all chatting, getting your advice. Hey, Cordelia, I have an art journal. I don't work in it regularly. Yeah, I'm going to try to start working in mine more. And now I'm practicing and building myself up to doing the canvases because I want to make and sell more of these on my website. I want to make more art canvases and mixed media art and sell it on my website. So I think this is good practice for me. It's just fun. Just fun. Hey, Maddie. All right, y'all, I have to head out. I have to go. I'm already 15 minutes later than I needed to be or wanted to be, but that's okay because we had a good time. We made a journal and an art page, and we got to spend time together. I mean, it's totally worth it. John, get to feeling better. If anybody else out there is sick, feel better. There's stuff going around. It's always like that when the kiddos go back to school. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Look, you don't even have to have a journal. Just grab a piece of paper and play and have fun. And, you know, experiment. Experiment. It's a good time. It's always a good time. We learn from playing. We learn from experimenting. Miss Linda Gorman and Sonia, Karen, everybody, so good to see you all. Allie, thank you. Oh, you're in England. Yes, please join us. I'll be here tomorrow, same time. I know it's your afternoon. Miss Nikki Jane is from the UK, so I have other beautiful Brits here as well. And Aussies, and my Finnish friend Sala. So everyone's welcome. Glad you're here. Glad y'all were here for it. All right, you guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.